difficult to like play around. And it's just that's the quality. That's just the stamp that they're making of who they are.
Yep. This is the powerful presence of Khalid Aucho, a Ugandan who 7-8 years ago spent some time here in South Africa with Baroque FC. Here he is again on the ball. His game has improved markedly over the years. Looking promising here for young Africans. Prince Dube. There's another who spent time in South Africa, although it wasn't particularly notable period for him. Prince Dube, the Zimbabwean, arrived from Highlanders in his homeland to SuperSport United when he was just 20 years old back in 2017.
So what you see into this team tells a story of how they won the league last. When winning 26 games in one season, only losing 2 and drawing 2.
Yeah,
it's remarkable. I mean, Thomas spoke about the gap of points that they win by.
Flag is up. Shabalala will be called back. Yeah, 11 points, the gap between themselves and Azam, who finished second. They did actually lose to Azam back in March, and that put the 2013-14 winners within 3 or so points of them, but Yanga picked up 28 points from them in remaining 10 games. So yeah, 9 wins, 1 draw. And eventually won by that wide margin that we mentioned, 11 points, the gap.
76 goals scored.
Yeah.
Against only 14, and that tells once again the story of how solid this team can be defensively, but also very offensive. So it's a good test for Chifs of what they got or what they've been cooking out.
So Peterson, after Zize had attempted to barge his way through. Another great player that they have in their ranks, Clement Mzize, just 20 years of age, yet already excelling in the CAF Champions League. Samkelo Zwane. This could be his season. Did feature quite frequently under Arthur Zwane, but chances few and far between since then. Zwane lets it run away from him. Stefan Aziz Key. Oh, threading it through brilliantly, and that was a crucial touch.
A good time for Kaizer to try and recycle that ball defensively, but for me, those are the moments where you've got to be very careful. And you've got to be aware of the team that you're playing against. They apply the high press, and that is how Azwane loses it and nearly put Chiefs under that unnecessary early goal to concede. That just doesn't sometimes give you the time to recover from.
Yes, Shabalala can't stab it through for Chibaviro. Kaizer Chiefs retrieve it once again through Kusana Mbutu. Interesting to keep an eye on him at left back, where they have Milson Dove injured at the moment. Ngani Sam hasn't been confirmed yet, but is injured. Happy Mashiani not available, so the 19-year-old from the Diski Challenge team has just recently been introduced to the first team squad. Is getting a look in at left back, which is not really even his natural position.
Not too many options to play that ball forward.
Yeah.
But you know what? For me, I don't mind it. It's no use as well just to spray the ball forward for the sake of going forward.
Sure.
Do it when it's necessary, when there is a chance.
Look at that power from Chivaviro, but can't locate a teammate, and it's at the feet of Chigu Diarra.
Hopefully this season we'll see a little bit of a fitter Chivaviro.
Yeah.
Having started badly last because of he came with an injury, so I just never had the time to do the pre-season and he just never got going. He scored goals, odd goals are in there, but this time around I think it's at a full pre-season, and we do hope that he can produce a lot better than he did for Kaizer's last season.
Well, Kaizer Chiefs can only really go up. Finished 10th last season. It's the lowest position that they have ever finished previously. Lowest finish before that, 9th place on 3 separate occasions back in 102 and then 607 and more recently in 18-19, but 10th, their worst ever placing, and they need to improve on their points tally as well. 36, their joint worst points tally, along with the 2020-21 season. Their worst goal difference ever in the PSL era at -5. Rief Frosler won't be beaten this time around by Nixon Kibabage. Abdullah. Dixon Job. Out here to Kouassi Yao, the Cote d'Ivoirian. Mbutu with the final touch. Son of Ace Mbutu, Patrick Mbutu, former Kaizer Chiefs man. Desperately trying to prevent the cross now. Aziz Ki. So much space here for Maxime Zingele. And headed to safety by giving him Simango.
Once again this season, Chiefs defense will be tested. The Perry in particular. The Clockwork gets injured early in the season last year, so he's not able to recover.
Yeah, injured on international duty before even the turn of the year. And spent the entire season out until basically the very, very latter stages of it.
When we thought his arrival, the Kaizer Chiefs could have solved most of the defensive problems, and unfortunately with that injury, Chiefs are exposed once again. They've got to start with different pairings, which just doesn't quite give the team the good start that they need.
Ashley Dupria to use his pace. Well positioned was Dixon Job. Zize back to his keeper.
I like that of Dupria. Sometimes you see, when they're in the attack, Kaizer Chiefs, they seem to be lacking the numbers to be able to combine with. But if you're a player, you got to show the confidence with which you want to go forward, and which is what Dupria tried to do there. At least he's got the speed. Use it. Try and force some errors from the opposition using your strength. And that's what he did there, but it wasn't good enough at the time. But it's a good start. It's good to see.
Both teams playing in beautiful new kits. Kaizer Chiefs debuting their home kit in this match as it's worked out to Kusana Mbutu. Showing some confidence, the young man. Dispossessed. And Yao comes away with it. Give him some more. Yanga. Fundo Vilakazi. Half cleared. Diarra, now into what will be his 4th season with the club since joining from Stade Malien in his homeland, born in Bamako in Mali. If you missed the Legends match, we're innovating today. We have pitchside commentary from someone who we plucked from the stand, sponsored by Supersport Bet, and we'll hear their voice for a while now.
And that is a replay coming through from the mistake coming from the bench of Kaizer Chiefs. The goalkeeper is currently down, Jigwi Diarra, jersey number 39. The mistake caused by jersey number 12 coming from Kaizer Chiefs. We call him Uvilagazi. Like we did mention, it is the pre-season match. Yanga Africans are taking on the Kaizer Chiefs live in Bloemfontein, the Toyota Stadium. The goalkeeper is up, Jigwi Diarra, dressed in jersey 39, representing Young Africans. The players are getting ready to receive the ball. It's giving signs to all Young Africans players to get ready and come closer to receive the ball. Stadium is quite filled. Kaizer Chiefs does have a massive support in Bloemfontein, and not only in Bloemfontein, the rest of the Free State, and also some fans coming through from Gauteng. The linesman says he raises up the flag. It's a mistake coming from Young Africans. Kaizer Chiefs currently sitting on 2 offsides and only 1 offside for Young Africans. That is coach Nazruddin Dabi, the upcoming coach of Kaizer Chiefs, set to make his debut when the DStv Premiership kicks off, and also at the MTN 8. The ball goes to Given Simango, and he hands it over to Ranga Shivavaro, and down goes jersey number 10, Aziz Key from Young Africans. Bad mistake coming from Ranga Shivavaro. A warning coming through from the referee, Luxolo Badi. Just to give you a replay of the match. Mistake caused by Ranga Shivavaro, dressed in jersey number 7 from Kaizer Chiefs. Aziz Key was the player who was down from Young Africans. The match proceeds, and the ball is handed over to the captain of the match, Dixon Job, jersey number 5, and it goes over to Jigwi Diarra, jersey number 39, as we go back to the captain of the match. Kaizer Chiefs are still trying to find the ball. But the big question remains, are they going to be able to proceed goals? And for you, our supporters sitting at home, this should be a big game. This should be a game that sparks emotions for you. Who are you going for? Is it Young Africans or Kaizer Chiefs? An opportunity that was almost created by Ranga Job. My name is Angel Tekiso, and I'm signing out on SuperSport Bet. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Lovely work pitch side. As we approach the 20-minute mark here at the Toyota Stadium. Just a reminder that a year or so ago, these two sides met on what Young Africans call Monawachi Day. They were celebrating their 88th year in existence. Kaizer Chiefs went down 1-0. Kennedy Musonda with the only goal scored in first half injury time. Beautiful chip. He's on the bench today. Musonda is actually to Priya now. Looks to try and break the line. To Shabalala. Back to Ditlokwe. They will have Monowachi Day again when they return home, as Ragachiva Vero does well to get past Ibrahim Abdullah and scuffs it slightly. He'll want to build on the 4 goals that he managed in their final pre-season game out in Turkey. Yusuf Mart doing well, yet penalised. That appeared, at least from our vantage point, to be a clean tackle.
I'm not sure exactly, because I didn't think there was any commandos, or was just starts showing, which then should have gone with a card. Yes, he missed the ball, but I don't think he made contact with the opposition player, is Mart.
So Miguel Gamondi, early next month, his team will be celebrating their 89th year in existence. They tried to get CSK in Moscow to come and play at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium. We weren't able to manage that, but they do. They are in talks with 2 big teams, possibly Wydad Casablanca, looking more likely to be TP Mazembe at this stage. In talks with 2 big teams, possibly Wydad Casablanca, looking more likely to be TP Mazembe at this stage. Either way, it's guaranteed to be a good game. Always a packed house. They've been celebrating Monowachi Day since 2019, and the quality, the prestige of the opposition has been growing since then. 2019 they took on Kariobangi Sharks of Kenya, then Burundi's Black Eagles the following year, then Zanaco of Zambia in 2021, Vipers of Uganda in 2022, then Kaizer Chifs, which of course was their biggest coup in terms of invitees at that point. Peterson thumps it forward. Aziz Ki, lovely touch initially. Use of Mart on him like a rash.
I would advise Peterson. I mean, I'm sitting up here. I wish I could whisper into his ear to say, son, do not forget some of the mistakes you made from trying to play off the back. He had a tendency of giving ball position away, where it became very costly for Kaizer Chiefs. And I see him every now and then. Yes, you want the team to build from back, but I think sometimes he over-elaborates.
Ray Frosler sprinting after that little nudge in the back of Kibabage. Given Simango is a little frustrated with his teammate. It was clear that he was going to be called back for a foul there. No attempt at all to play the ball, and we have a dangerous set piece to deal with now. (23-year-old Ixon Kawabage, Tanzanian, good prospect.
Yeah, set pieces of this nature, you know, you don't want to allow the team to have even an eye of what your goal looks like through set pieces, because now suddenly they've got numbers into that box. Anything can happen from a second ball scenario, even if it might not go direct. But you don't want to expose yourself to set pieces. You don't even know what kind of a team you don't know the players that are of danger, so stay away from set pieces of this nature.
Appears to be nursing his shoulder down, Skibabage. Stephen Azizki is over it. Easily repelled by Yusuf Mart. Retrieved by Zingele. Goals falling kindly here, and again! Oh! Well, they got lucky. And still had to finish it, and did so quite brilliantly. And Young Africans have the lead midway through the first half. Prince Dube, who had scored in their win over TS Galaxy in their last pre-season game, is really impressing upon his arrival at the club.
unnecessary set piece. From the second ball, things are created. Chiefs unable to defend the ball hanging into the area, and from there it was anybody's. That for me is the lesson that Frosler can learn from this. Or should I say the rest of the defenders? It's a set piece scenario.
That's a very kind ricochet, but when it falls to him again, sticks it away. The man who scored his first international goal for Zimbabwe here in South Africa back at the 2017 CASAFA Cup in a 6-0 win over the Seychelles in Bokeng. Mentioned, of course, that he joined SuperSport United 7 years ago. Didn't quite make the grade at the club. It was probably too early for him to make up the step up from his homeland, but since then he's been working steadily. He's been at Azam in Tanzania since 2020, spent 4 years there before being recruited now by the giants of the land, Young Africans. He's having a great pre-season. Drilled across. Picked up by Yusuf Mart, promptly gives it away. Now an opportunity to get on the move for a man who likes to take players on. Clement Mzize, powerful runner, direct and forceful, considering his youthfulness, a massive prospect for the future.
Just looking back at the goal against Kaizer, and I'm thinking to myself, once Prince Dube was clear that he was through from the rest of the defenders, and I thought Christian maybe could have made a little bit of an advance to try and narrow the angle, but he seemed to just stand there and not reacted at all to the tactical demands of the situation. A little bit of a movement forward does help narrow the angle and also makes the player on the ball to panic a little bit.
Mart for Vilakazi. Simango.
Come on, son, not yet.
Is 18-year-old Mfundo Vilakazi. He got a few chances last season. Appeared half a dozen times off the bench in the league. The Argentine, Miguel Gamondi, helped Tanzania to what was their 30th league title, knocked out by Kaizer Chiefs in the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League last season. I mentioned prior to kickoff, he and Neil Tovey guided Sundowns to a 2005-2006 Premiership title. He also spent a couple of seasons at Platinum Stars from 2007 to 2009. Extensive record on the African continent. True of Nasruddin Nabi as well. Aziz Ki, tracked closely by Samkelo Zwane. Zingen goes for it. Ooh. Well, he's capable of hitting them from that kind of range against Augsburg. Struck the crossbar 30 minutes into a match against the Bundesliga side when it was still a 0-0. That pre-season friendly that came about a week ago. Game they would go on to lose 2-1.
It's one of the advantages of playing as an inverted. I mean, once you cut into the inside, I mean, the gateway just opens up for you. You can take a direct shot, and the defenders takes them a bit of a time to be able to adjust to try and protect the goalkeeper or provide cover.
Yao Gives the ball away to Yusuf Mart. He's threaded through the lines. Robbie Chibavira fouled by Ashley Duprea. Oh, it's a lovely pass from Duprea. Chibavira almost got lucky, just bundling his way through. Fell to his feet again before it was eventually cleared.
A little bit of quick feet could have done the trick for Chifaviro. He just needed to clear that ball a little bit away from the defender and be a bit quicker to snap a shot.
That's two very good passes in the build-up. Aziz Ki, unbelievable feat. Nothing wrong with that, says Amungileta. Chibaviro attempting to turn around the corner to Mfundo Vilakazi, scooped forward by Reef Frostler, Samgelo Zwane. Vilakazi, too much on that ball, gets it again. Now, Stephen Aziz Ki, numbers alongside him. And there's the playmaker again, Burkina Faso.
That is the commander in that middle of the park. He's the one that has the vision to set the game in a certain direction, whether it's going forward or the recycle the ball a little bit into the middle.
Well, it's one of Gamondi's stipulations. They need to tie down their best players, including Aziz Ki, if he was going to remain on with the club. That's the 24-year-old from DRC who's brought down Maxine Zingeli. Late challenge from Vilakazi. Nice work from the right fullback, Yao. Found his man, and that's a big opportunity. Zingeli should have done a lot better. Ashley Duprea helps it to Chibaviro. Interception.
Look at them play, Grant. It makes no wonder then they're so successful. Already you see there's just a gulf in quality in the way that in certain instances, in the way they hold the ball, in the way that they make the decision to go forward, the quality into the passes that are going in that direction. Well, beautiful from Mbutu.
He's done really well, Mbutu, to escape his man. He finds Zwane. His pass cut out by Zingeli. Collected by Ki. Ocho. Now Yao gets it back. Giving him Simangon. Run it down. Well, they'll play the Monawanchi Day fixture on the 4th, Young Africans, and then they have CAF Champions League preliminary round match. Those come home and away on the weekend of the 16th and 23rd. They'll be facing Vital O, the 21-time champions of Burundi. Vital O, who just won their league again after 7 seasons. They're in the CAF Champions League for the first time since 2017. It's a match that Young Africans shouldn't have too much trouble with. Mbutu hasn't looked overawed by the occasion or the opponents. That shoulder injury last season really disrupted his rhythm badly. He'll be hoping to have an injury-free campaign as Aziz Ki seeks out a teammate. Held his run well. Oh, Yao, the right fullback, trying something rather extravagant. Kaizer Chiefs' absence from the MTN8 means that they will basically continue their pre-season for the next month and a half or so. And they play their first game on the 14th, and they'll come back to Bloemfontein. Maruma Gallants will be hosting their games in the City of Roses. Pinged into the path of Reeve Frosler. And still he continues on here, Frosler. Just lifting into the area where Ranga Chibavira was waiting. He feels like he was impeded. He feels like he was impeded.
Indeed, that's what it looked like. You can't go, he's a big boy, he can't go down that easily by himself. But it's a question of just how hard was he pushed for him to go down that easily.
Yeah, I think it's just good man-to-man play.
But the way
A good contest for the ball.
there was also tugging, a little bit of hands all over the place into Chivavira's shoulder. But I think he gave a little too easy.
Simango looking long. And Tiara does well. He ventures outside of his box to head that clear. Ucho to Yao.
Impressed by
Back
Archer.
with the Ugandan.
He sits just in front of the back four. The two central defenders, he's like immediately available to, you know, pick up the ball and start setting the pace. He's a strong boy also. He's very good defensively, but he's also got an eye for a long pass.
Vilakazi leaves it for Zwane. Yusuf Marts. Butu.
You don't see too many diagonal balls, man. Chiefs are building on the one side, but they hardly tend to switch the ball into the other side, which I think Yanga has done very well in that aspect.
A hand involved there from Aziz Ki. Free kick for Kaizer Chiefs. Highly coveted in South Africa is Aziz Ki. Reportedly been several countries who've had their eye on him. Vilakazi, something creative from the set piece. Retrieved here by Zwane. It won't be, in fact, he'll let it run for a throw-in. Kaizer Chiefs won their last trophy in the 2014-15 season. That was the league title. Should they have another barren season, it will be a decade without any silverware. They have been runners-up 5 times since that last piece of silverware in various competitions. As Fundo Vilakazi is fouled, and they have a free kick in what is a fairly similar area to the one previously delivered.
Can we see a variety from the last one?
Well, the youngsters collaborate on the same variation there. Can't make anything of it. Aziz Ki lifting it forward where Ray Frosler will get his boot on it. Back to Peterson. 5 minutes until the interval here at the Toyota Stadium. We've enjoyed the previous offerings from the fans, so once again brought to you by Supersport Bet, some fan commentary from the touchline. Here we go.
Tanzania Yanga Africa iteliona ediletseng pele papadi ena wa hopola hore nana ba tlabile ntlame tshwenye mashimo mabedi le matsetseletseng luto le hlahanka a Prince Dube mme e jwaletse le 1 Yanga Africa ile noto Kaizer Chiefs e mathile metsotso mme ke makgahlelo wa pele ho bari mme sibatibane sena sa Yanga Diara o tlotla a itlosa ka morao re hlopa sena sa Kaizer Chiefs ba fumane bale ka province ya Free State wa Toyota Cup mme wa hopola ke papadi ena ya ikotlo la pele likire tsela dithago mme wa hopola selemo se fetseng Kaizer Chiefs ba ile ba kana nyane ya Tanzania go thuposo kgahlana le hlopha sa nesa Yanga o sumeditse itlotlo sa ke hlopha sa Kaizer Chiefs moramane he itlotlo sa ke hlopha sa Kaizer Chiefs mme fela se ka metsotso e mene pele re fitla kgefutong mme tso kena a Froslam ke ora refi UEFA Kevin Msimango ke UEFA Yusuf Martin o tla ka na hlopetsena sa Kaizer Chiefs o batla monna Yusuf Martin ke o hape khutela ho Kevin Msimango ke o batla monna wa mofumana re nka tkiba dirilo wa mokhwephela nkwa kena Zwane mkhubung wala bala Ranga Chiba Hiro ke hutlaka Volante Mududuzi Chabalala abatli asabela Kaizer Chiefs ntla yaba waitiba Diara sitiba nesena sa Young Africans inzele 1 Young Africans ile noto hlopa sa Kaizer Chiefs ka bolo entle etleng ka lotu la mshibona wa Kaizer Chiefs ngena Mfundo Vilakazi Intel noto Kaizer Chiefs ile 1 hlopa sena sa Young Africans mme wa hopola hore mohope wona ke Toyota Cup o pala ka bona ka province ngena ya Free State mme ke la mokhubi ngola bala khutla ka mdudu Chabalala ke o tsama lembutu mbutu ke o mofumana ka se ka Ashud Prince ba batla ba mokela bolo tsela ka ntle ho thukalona Amakhosi ntlha entle ile nya tlabua ke sa sena sa Young Africans ile ngena Prince Dube metsotsong e mashoma mabedi le metsetseletse mogadleng ona wa phela papadi ke bana mosmanga ke wa ya khela e fumana arranga Chivariro ke wa tsututsana le hlopa sena sa Yanga Vilakazi ba monkela kwana ho thuphoso e bile hlopa sena sa Yanga o thole phoso mme e tla tloswa ke sona hlopa sena sa Kaizer Chiefs haufinyana le mokwallo ena ya Young Africans go tletse ka kwana ka province ya Free State ka stadium sena sa Toyota stadium tse tola pele papadi e dipakeng tsena tsa Kaizer Chiefs hammoho le Yanga mme mohopo wa pola kuna wa Toyota Cup 2024 itotloswa ke hlopa sa Kaizer Chiefs ba ntse le botha ka mana ka morao ka mane Yanga e mashume a mane le metsimraro mme se fela metsotso e mmedi se khashana pele re fitla pheletsong ena ya papadi ito sona hlopa sena sa Kaizer Chiefs mme ke bona mane Mfundo o Vilakazi wa sona hlopa sena sa Kaizer Chiefs ba tlosa ka bokhutsana no tshwa banna butlempele ha eso le phala o thu butlempele ha eso le phala a ke le meng hanyane banna le mamele phala le ska bala ya fela abongile Tom Kena moletsa phala ta silla ka jena tsamaisang papadina e pakeng tsa Kaizer Chiefs hammoho le Young Africans e tlotloswa ke Mfundo o Vilakazi wa hlopa sena sa Kaizer Chiefs e hale tjena ile 1 Yanga ile noto Kaizer Chiefs e fella mona he arranga Chiba ri o tla
30 seconds until the first half interval here at the Toyota Stadium. Safe to say, William, that even before this match has concluded, the Toyota Cup, big thumbs up from you here in commentary box. Been a good success, and nice to know that A deal has been signed. We'll see it for at least the following 2 years after this.
Yes, the first success for me is to have these beautiful crowd that are here in their attendance, which obviously gives this players a test of what the season is going to be like. Yes, it's important for Kaizer Chiefs to try and strive to win, just to appease the presence of supporters that are here. But all in all, I feel like it's a great success when teams locally are able to compete internationally, even if it's at their friendly space.
Well, there's the switch out to the left-hand flank that you're crying out for. Mutu has looked very confident. He received that well. Whilst we were relaxing here in the commentary box listening to some fan commentary, he did a no-look pass earlier, and now Vilakazi with some skills and gets the ball into the box. Shabalala can't keep it in, can't prevent it from crossing the byline.
Marks could have taken the shot for me. Shots are few and far in between, and that was just one rare moment where I thought a man that packs a shot like him in between, and that was just one rare moment where I thought a man that packs a shot like him could have ventured into that space.
Nasruddin Nabi in the dugout, turns 59 next month, the man born in Tunisia. 2 full seasons at Yanga. Actually joined in April of 2021, so he oversaw the last couple of months of what was an unsuccessful season when Simba won their 4th title in a row, then led them to 2 league titles and 2 national cup titles. Won by 13 points over Simba in the 2021-22 season, and by just 5 points in 22-23 before moving to Asfa in Morocco. Now a chance to double their advantage. Aziz Ki, calm as you like. The young Africans are cruising in this first half.
Into the added time.
That's painful for a young man who has played so well up to this point.
Indeed. But I think this is a big team. I think he's been doing it. He did it successfully in the past, and already you could see that Yanga was beginning to track of what he's more likely to do. So the pressure applied was in line with what he has been doing, and luckily for Yanga, they were able to win that ball away. And then from there, good movement into the box. Aziz, the goal poacher of North, when he gets the opportunity.
Well, Buto will learn from moments like this. You see how he flung himself to the ground as the ball went in utter disbelief, despair, the realization that it was his over-elaboration and dallying on the ball that had cost the team, but ultimately it will make him a better player. I wonder, William, if you could just speak to that as we go into the halftime break. When you make a preventable mistake, I'm not talking about forced errors, but a preventable mistake, something in your gut tells you, I don't want to feel that again.
Listen, it's a good experience, meaning that he would have learned from this one and never to do it again. So for him as a youngster, being given this opportunity, I would say, well done. At least you know from here at this stage, not too many are going to allow you those too many mistakes, and you get punished at some stage, and one day it'll be very costly.
Well, young Africans who beat Kaizer Chiefs by a 1-0 a year ago are 2 up now, courtesy of Prince Dube, and then 20 minutes later, Aziz Ki, the visitors, lead.